Hi guys, and welcome back to another Back to Basics video. In this video I'm going to be showing you my favourite tools and the ones that I can't live without. This does not mean that everyone needs these tools. Obviously I do a different type of craft to other people. I make mostly kind of fake food kind of things, but if you do more realistic things, these may not be the tools for you. But I wanted to do this video because I get quite a lot of questions as well about all the tools that I use. So in this box are all of my favourite tools that I like to use and ones that I would definitely recommend for any beginner. So I will just get started. So the tin that I actually keep it in right now is just this pencil tin that my friend Nina, or Miss Oh Happy, got me, and I'll leave her links down below. It's so cute and I absolutely love it. The only reason it's in here right now is because this is how I transport my stuff back and forth to uni, because I've just come back for Christmas, hence the Christmas nails. And yeah, so I wanted to keep it nice and concealed, and this is where I've just been keeping it. And actually it's been working really well because I like to keep my tools away from dust, so I like to keep them covered. So yeah, it's just this pencil tin, and it's actually got like foam on the inside, like a little layer of foam, which is also good because I can't stand the sound of metal on metal. But anyway, so I'll just get started with like the most basic ones. So first I have an Exacto knife. This is a really disgusting random one that my mum got me. It's really disgusting right now. I really should buy myself a new one. It's a bit more heavy duty than a normal one, and I do quite like that, but obviously you can use whichever one you want. I don't tend to use blades or razor blades. I literally only use this, and I find that works good enough for me. So first of all is obviously an Exacto knife. Next is a needle tool, which I think is very important. A lot of these tools I won't be able to tell you what I use them for, but it's just one of those things where I use them all the time and I just sort of forget. But I use this constantly, mostly for texturing. It's very good for cake texturing, and obviously you can make this yourself with obviously a needle, and you can wrap clay around it, and then you can bake that, and then you have your own needle tool. You obviously don't have to buy these, but this one is one of the Sculpey ones, I believe. I will leave all of the links down below for everything that I can find links for. Some things it's just obviously a toothbrush, it's a toothbrush, but this I will leave the link for in the description. So definitely a needle tool. Next, like I said, it's just a toothbrush. This is just a cheap like 50p toothbrush I've had ever since I started clay, and I use this obviously for texturing, and I couldn't live without this. You can also use sandpaper, you don't have to use this, but I find that this is easier to get like rounded edges because obviously sandpaper doesn't mould very well or move very well, but obviously this does. So I love this so much, and I love the colour actually. So definitely a toothbrush. Next are the paintbrushes that I use for shading. So I have a bigger one and a smaller one. These aren't the greatest. I prefer different ones, but I just haven't come across any that I like more than this so far. These are actually number 7 makeup brushes, I want to say. And again, you don't have to use expensive brushes. You can use cheap makeup brushes from Daiso or the Poundland or Dollar Store or whatever. Like I said, these are just some that I had lying around when I wanted to start shading and stuff. So these are brilliant, and I have actually I do this a lot so that this one gets a little bit fluffier because it was quite quite like structured when I had it, so I just do this and it sort of bends out of shape and gets a bit fluffier. So those are amazing, and I couldn't live without those either. Next is another paintbrush, but this is for cheek shading. This is very tiny and I get this from work, but this actually doesn't have a name on it actually, sorry, I hadn't realised. But this is just a very, very tiny paintbrush, and I just use it to shade on the cheeks to make things blushed on my charms. And then another paintbrush is this one, which really comes in handy. It's really thin, but it's flat, and it's really brilliant. And I've been using this to shade like the outside of toast, so the crust of a toast charm, or you'd be surprised how many times you need something thin, or like for my tutorial on a melon bun, you need to get into the cracks. I think it's just really handy having a paintbrush like this, and this one is... what's it by? It's like Pro Art or Pro Arte Masterstroke, and then you can just look at what they are, look at all the numbers and stuff. Like I said, I'll leave everything I've talked about in the description down below, but yeah, this is just really helpful, this brush. Then is this blending tool. Now a lot of people use blending tools of all different shapes. This is just one of the ones I have. I have 3 different versions of this, and the difference in those is the rubber. So the rubber is slightly softer on, I have like, this is the hardest one, and then I think there's a grey one which is slightly softer, and then the white one is very soft, and it just depends like what you want to use for blending. I don't tend to blend, but I like to have these with me. I just keep this one with me, but I think I like the grey one best. But this is from Clay Shaper, no, Royal, I think it's Royal brush. and it's a clay shaper, and this is the 0 one, and it's cut round because you can get flat. Actually, I think my grey one is a flat one, it's not rounded. But yeah, so like I said, I'll leave, like, there you go, that's what it says, extra firm, that's what it's called. So I have like firm, extra firm, and then the soft one. So yeah, I'll leave all of the information for this as well down below, but it's really handy to have, especially if you make like characters or something like that and you blend quite a lot. I really recommend a blending tool. The next thing in here is dotting tools. Now this yellow one is my saviour. This is the only thing that I use to make faces on my clay, apart from obviously a knife to cut things. So on one side is like a kneader tool, but it's rounded, so it's not sharp. It's got a rounded blunt edge, and then on the other side is a small ball tool, and literally this is all I use for faces. I could not live without this. And then I like to have just random ones, so bigger sizes, different sizes on each end. But yeah, I don't really need, I think it comes in a pack of 5, but I only really need the yellow one and maybe this blue one. But I will leave these down below. Please do not buy expensive ball tools. It's really pointless. You can get these on eBay. They're meant for nail art, but you know, you can use them for whatever, and they're so cheap. I don't know why people buy expensive ball tools. It's really not worth it. And you can also make these yourself. You can get a needle, put a ball of clay on it, stick it on, bake it, and you've got a ball tool. Or you can use the end of a bobby pin, because they have this little blob at the end. So there's lots of ways to make your own tools as well. I might do a video on that if you want me to. And then last but not least, I think this is the tool that I get the most questions on, if I'm honest, and I have no idea where I got it from. I think my dad or my mum must have given it to me ages ago when I asked for a tool or something. I don't know where you can get these, but I will definitely find it and put it in the description for you. But to me it looks like a dentist tool, but it is definitely a modelling tool, so I will leave it in the description. So on one side is actually quite a sharp, I suppose it's not, actually, you know, it's quite a sharp knife, but it's a knife basically, or like a blunt knife. And then on the other side is this, which is just such a saviour tool. It's this flat circle, and you would not believe how easy it is to spread icing with this thing. Spread anything. Honestly, this is the tool that I also cannot live without, because it is fantastic. So I definitely recommend just grabbing yourself one of these as well, because they are amazing. So just to recap, I'll show you the tools that I literally couldn't live without, just in case you're on a budget and you don't want to buy all of these, or you're just interested to see which ones I literally couldn't live without. So it's this one, obviously my Exacto knife, this dotting tool, these paintbrushes, this what's it called, toothbrush, and that is really it. If I had to pick another one, it would be this one. But literally that is pretty much all I work with. Literally, I don't really use any other tools, and if I do, like I said, they are just these ones. So I hope you found this interesting. I would love to see other people do this, because it really intrigues me, because people have loads and loads of different tools they use that were handed down and things like this. So love to see someone else do this video. If you do this video, don't forget to message me with it or comment down below saying you've done it, and I'll go check it out. So I hope this was interesting. Please give this a thumbs up if you liked it. So if there's any more back to basics videos you want me to do, please request them down below. I do have a long list, so that I am getting through them. So most of the things you say I have actually already got on the list. But I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to check out my last video, my shop, my Instagram and my Twitter, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.